let's see what's inside this package. Okay, all right. So it looks like Bare Performance sent over some t-shirts. So I guess they're making t-shirts now. So we got, I think this is probably, I think this is a tank, and then this is a normal t-shirt, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a normal t-shirt. So shout out to Nick, man. I really appreciate you guys over at Bare Performance Nutrition sending me over some new shirts. Now, speaking of Bare Performance, I actually need to take my pre-workout because I'm about to head on to the gym for our leg day. Oh, leg day. I mean, leg day is not too bad, right? We good. Okay, as you got, maybe I should move the Whataburger cup out of the frame. But anyways, as you guys know, I like to take the intra-flight, endo-pump, and flight. I mix the flight and the endo-pump together and take the intra-flight during the workout. So once again, I take the flight and endo-pump together before I head on to the gym. And then when I'm at the gym, I take the intra-flight. But we need to make all of this fit into this cup. There we go. Much better. Okay, I have a question for all of those people that are watching that have lavish, beautiful, amazing beards. So I've been trying to grow a beard for about 2 years now, right? And I use this method that is on the internet, and basically you're supposed to shave every single day and then allow your beard to kind of grow out for a month. Now, I have had no success in this, bruh. Like, I want a beard really, really bad. I feel like if I had a beard, I would just be untouchable. I'd be unstoppable. I feel like my total would jump up like 300 pounds. Like, honestly, if you're watching this video and you have a nice, luscious beard, please, I beg you, dog, I beg you, leave any tips that may help me grow a beard. Because honestly, man, I'm over here with a baby face, dog. Like, I have like a baby, I just need hair on my face, okay? Anybody. You see this? Like this little chin hair, this little mustache ain't cutting no more, man. I need a luscious, beautiful beard. All right, so guys, we're here at the gym. I'm gonna go through like kind of like what I do for mobility in terms of getting my body ready to actually squat and do like a leg day. But it's like, okay, so I've been getting a lot of questions on what do I do for my mobility, like what's my mobility routine going into my leg day, or just like what's my mobility routine going into any type of day. But I'm gonna show you guys what I do for mobility before I do my leg day. Now, I'm a dynamic stretcher. I know I've seen like a lot of videos, people like to static stretch and kind of sit in one place and like not move at all when they're stretching. I like to move around, get the blood flowing, get myself sweaty a little bit before I actually start my leg workout. So the first thing I'm gonna show you guys is gonna be some side lunges or some lateral lunges or whatever you want to call them. So basically, get a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. And what we're gonna do is gonna come down. And something I need to work on myself is if you come in a little bit more, I kind of move my legs out to kind of compensate for my poor ankle mobility. My ankles are not that mobile, so what I tend to do is I tend to slightly cheat and move it out a little bit more. What you're supposed to do whenever you're doing some side lunges is keep your feet straight, because that's gonna help work on that ankle mobility. So if you guys notice, sometimes I'll come like here, and what will happen is that like my feet may slightly turn out, which is something that I need to work on and something I need to focus on whenever I'm performing this stretch. So once again, right here, coming down. Now I actually like to do these moving. So like, I'm only doing this for, see like as you can see, my ankle is slightly moving out to the side. I have to make sure it's pointed forward. But I'm doing this, staying in one place. What I actually like to do is kind of like this. But what happens is when I move around and do that, as you guys can see, I land with my ankle pointed out because I have poor ankle mobility. So I need to practice more on staying stationary and not moving and making sure that my ankles are forward.
I'm done there if you want to use that. I'm done to use that.
So this next stretch is something that I need to focus on myself. That's why I have included it inside of my mobility routine, but it's gonna be an ankle stretch. Now, once again, guys, I don't have the most mobile ankles, so this is why I'm doing this. So what we're gonna do is gonna be some wall, I guess like ankle stretches. I'm not sure what you would call it, but like the back leg is gonna be the leg that's being stretched, or the back ankle is gonna be the ankle that is stretched. So I'm putting it right here, and I'm kind of like bending the knee. And as I bend the knee, it's gonna stretch my ankle and a little bit of my calf more as I get more to a 90-degree angle from my knees right here. Oh. All right, other foot. So right here. And the goal is to make sure that as you can see, like my ankle's slightly coming off the ground because once again I have poor ankle mobility, but the goal is to make sure that your heel never leaves the ground. If your heel's leaving the ground, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of doing the stretch. So once again, see, I have to bring this one closer because like this is the knee that I tore my ACL on, right? So like just naturally it's like not as flexible because there was a 6-month period to where I wasn't stretching or making sure that this knee was, or making sure this leg was flexible. So as you guys can see, it's a little bit closer compared to my other leg, but bending the knee, and as I'm bending the knee, the leg is stretching. Man, that is way more uncomfortable with my other leg. Ooh, there we go. Woo. Oh man, that was oddly intense. All right, guys. So these next series of stretches are like dynamic stretches, and it's like actual movement. So this is kind of something that I've noticed that I do that a lot of other people do not do. Like watching other mobility videos and stuff like that, people often do not do this. It's kind of like it's still like the football player side that wants to get around and like run and like, you know, warm up. But so I include this in all my leg days. Like sometimes I do this a little bit too long. I'll be warming up like this for like maybe 20 minutes and forget that I actually have to work out. But what I like to do is high knees and then do like a light sprint after. And I like to do this stretch. I like to do these series of stretches just because it kind of warms me up and gets me a little bit sweaty before I actually go in and start my leg workout. So the first thing we're gonna do is gonna be some high knees. So it's pretty self-explanatory. High knees. Now we're gonna do some what's it called? Is it knee crossover? No, not crossovers. It's a side high knee. But it's like, I'll show you, I can show you better than I can tell you. I gotta take them out. Can't even put it out. Alright, so now we're doing some high knee. Nah, my bad. It's like now the fatigue is starting to kick in. So it's like my mind's racing a little bit, but now we're gonna do some quad stretches, walking. It's like, oh, my bad. Walking toe touches. My bad, walking toe touches. So here we go. The goal is to make sure that as you're coming down and stretching the right hamstring, you want to keep the left knee locked, because if you bend it, you kind of defeat the purpose of the stretch. So keep it straight, or keep it locked, bend down, touch your toes. And you're kind of giving yourself a little bit of a cheat by raising your toes up. So I don't know if you guys can see or tell, I'm like already a little bit sweaty. I'm already a little bit sweaty, which is perfect, because I like to be a little bit sweaty, a little lathered up, a little warmed up, have blood running through my body before I start my workout, or in this case, my leg day. Now, we're gonna do, what's it called, some zombies? I mean, in football we call it zombies, or zombie walkers or whatever. So keep your hands in front of you, just walk, kick. That's about it. I mean, usually I do a lot more of that, but for the most part, that's what I do for my dynamic stretching. Once again, like as you can tell, heart rate's up, breathing a little bit heavier. My words are starting to get slurred. I ain't drunk though. But yeah, my words started, it's just like building up, making sure you're sweaty. And now I feel really good and ready to start my leg workout. But I want to show you guys one more thing. To do some hip abductions and kind of get my glutes fired up before I start squatting. And it feels way better than not doing them. Like I used to just jump into squats like after warming up, but this is kind of like pre-exhaustion work, right? So I'm working the glutes and making sure my glutes are kind of fired and a little bit exhausted before I start squatting, because when I squat, my glutes are already filled with blood. So it feels like I can actually feel my glutes activate when I'm squatting. How do the girls do it? Like this?
Lean forward.
Yeah, lean forward.
Booty out, yep.
Booty out, raise a little bit up off the seat. We're making a cake. Chocolate flavored. Strawberries on top. Whipped cream. Sprinkles. But see, it's basically just pre-exhaustion work. I like to work my glutes a little bit before I hit squats because that's gonna help me feel my glutes a lot more whenever it comes to squatting. So doing this in combination with dynamic stretching and running around the gym, I am lathered up to actually start squatting. So I feel pretty good. So all in all, that's basically my lower body mobility before I actually start leg day. But now it's time to actually start leg day, so I'm gonna take you guys throughout my leg workout. Man, I was tying my shoe and the shoelace came off and I broke it. Like I tied it too hard and I pulled on the string and it just snapped off. Wow. What's happening, people? On the other side of the screen, I decided I'm gonna do a voiceover for the workout portion of this video so I can let you guys know exactly what I was thinking about whenever I was executing this leg workout. So as you guys can see, I am starting off this workout by doing some squatting. Now there's 405 pounds on the bar, but if you look very closely, pay attention to detail, bruh. I ain't wearing a belt. And there's a reason for that. I'm not wearing a belt because I want to kind of indirectly work my core. I think it's very important to strengthen your core. And as a powerlifter, you want to make sure that your core is as strong as possible. So whenever I come in and do volume work for my compound movements, squat, I tend to not use my belt because that's going to indirectly work my core. Now, if you guys notice, I immediately supersetted squats with some standstill lunges for each leg. Now, it's not alternating lunges, but it's standstill lunges. Now, there's a reason why I supersetted this entire workout. I supersetted this entire workout because I wanted to shorten the time that I spent inside of the gym today. Now, this workout only took me about an hour and 30 minutes. Usually, a leg workout like this, if I hadn't supersetted everything I did, it probably would have taken me 2 to 2.5 hours. Just knowing me, I tend to kind of just like lag, and like each movement has its own little setup, and I'll take time building up to my actual heavy working sets and stuff like that. So doing supersets saved me a lot of time for this particular workout, and I just wanted to get back as quickly as possible to my crib so I could watch and listen to all my podcasts, my hip hop content, like when it comes to like podcasts about hip hop and interviews like the Breakfast Club and stuff like that. I just wanted to make sure I was able to come back home and listen to all of that. And now you guys are watching me do some single leg extensions. I've explained many times in previous videos the reason why I do single leg extensions versus using both of my legs, and I'm gonna say it one more time. So I do single leg extensions because this helps muscle imbalances. So my right quad is a little bit smaller than my left quad because I had ACL surgery back in 2011. So doing single leg extensions is going to allow me to focus on building up my left leg because I can add about 2 more reps. Whereas if I did double leg extensions, I wouldn't be able to. So you guys see me finishing up this workout by doing hamstring curls. This workout portion of the video is coming to an end. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. I cannot tell you how good it feels to be done with my workout in an hour and 30 minutes. Once again, I supersetted everything, so I was able to finish up, have a good pump on my legs, get Chipotle, and get back home. I'm so happy. Look at this bowl, man. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, bag of chips, a bowl. What more can you ask for? Honestly, what more can you ask for? Good workout, bowl of Chipotle, something else, really. Okay, all right, not a bad choice. We got one of the new Alphalete dad hats on. All right, man. Now I'm ready to chill, kick back, listen to my podcast and all that stuff. I like this fit. Oh my goodness, man. My room is just disgusting. There's clothes everywhere. My bed's a mess. Everything's just out of place. Hold on, let me clean it for y'all 1 second. And there we go. All clean. Perfect. Whew. Man, I cannot tell you how good it feels to have just a clean room. It's like clean room, clear mind, clear soul. I think that's how it works, right? Clean room.
I met him at the Apollo thing. I told you that Eric B and Rakim did, and because main source opened up before us, and I used to hang out with Professor Pete.
Right now, I'm watching an interview with DJ Premier, and if you guys did not know, I've said this many times on my channel, but I'm a huge fan of hip hop and hip hop culture. So it's like whenever it's Thursday, I like to kind of just take time out of the day in order to kind of focus on what's going on. And like having DJ Premier on the Breakfast Club is a huge deal because he's one of the OGs when it comes to establishing the rap game and just like and to where it's at today. I mean, the guy's like originally from Houston. Yeah, Thursday is just one of the days I dedicate to making sure I'm caught up on all the culture when it comes to hip hop, podcast interviews, stuff like that. It's just like I really enjoy this kind of stuff, man. So like Thursday, it's just kind of more of a laid back day today. Also, we got the Spurs. Go Spurs, go. Playing the Thunder today. It's going to be kind of like my heart being torn apart because I'm a fan of Russell Westbrook, but the Spurs is my team because I'm originally from San Antonio. But yeah, relaxing Thursday, man. Very, very relaxing Thursday. I think this is a good spot to end the video. I hope you guys enjoyed early on in the day when I showed you guys my mobility routine. I just wanted to provide you guys with a mobility routine that you could do for your leg day. And this is something that I do, or at least I try to do 95% of the time that I lift my legs. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Get better today. I'm out.
They shoot the shit since the youth that risk. The big homies knew a crew to pick. Who was with the missions for the hitting? Some was breaking the